Thank you, Adrian, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Can you share a bit about your artistic practice to help ground our viewers and how they might approach and understand your work in the show?
My family's been here since 1927. My grandmother had 16 kids. 12 of those kids had 58. 58 had 112, and 112 had 158. And we all kind of been here together. She passed in 2020, so she lived to see all those people be born. And my practice has evolved over the years, but it started off with me just asking questions and wanting to tell stories. And then I realized that the process of telling stories and being in community and sharing created a ritual space where energy can be released, or a connection can be deepened, or a new language can be created, and new forms of caring for and remembering can be practiced. And so I came to think of myself as not only a storyteller, but a person who's creating space for my family, my friends, my community to create new language and think about new ways of being in the world.
The title of your installation is called A Message to the Dandelion. Can you share why you chose to address the dandelion specifically and why not another plant?
Yeah, I think, the dandelions are weeds, right? They're this plant that really has this beautiful way of being scattered, scattered to the wind, literally, right? And they are a weed that is meant to be cut out of a well-curated lawn. They don't really necessarily belong in a lawn, but they always find a way. They're resilient, they're nutritious, they're wild, and they refuse to be curated, and they refuse to fit in neat categories of where we say they should go and say they should be. And I felt there are correlations with the dandelion and the diaspora, with the way I see my family, with the way I see our migration out of Louisiana to Oakland and beyond. And so, yeah, that's why I was really interested in the dandelion. I was interested in seeds and the ways that messages and stories and narratives are put in seeds, and information and technology that comes with this transmutation of and transference of information.
Central to your installation is the bottle tree. Can you share why you chose the bottle tree, what it symbolizes, and what is the role of repetition and patterns?
I chose the bottle tree because it's a symbol of protection. It's also, for me, this representation of this contact between heaven and earth, between the ancestors and community, and the ways in which knowledge can come down into us as a vessel, and we embody it and we transfer it and we share it. Is it possible to see one of these lights just all the way pushed to the end, and then the other one pushed as close as it could be to it? Repetition and patterns, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about time. I'm thinking about the ways in which patterns and incidents in history repeat themselves. And I'm also thinking about trance state, like this, when you think about repetitions and you think about humming, or you think about the Holy Ghost, right? I think about my grandmother getting the Holy Ghost in church and stomping her foot and speaking in tongues and running around in a circle. It's a repetition, it's a pattern, but it's also an energy. It builds an energy, and I feel like that building on that energy opens up a portal for other spaces and other possibilities. So I think it's something to be said about repetition, patterns, the way that can kind of become a language in the body, and where the spirit or soul or mind goes when we get into these repetitions and into these patterns.
Many of the videos that are displayed on the screen really brings us into your own personal life and your upbringing.
My paternal grandmother used to throw these. She started a neighborhood in West Oakland called Ghost Town, and she used to throw these block parties every year. And the ways that she would get the money to throw the block parties were in these informal economies, so to speak. And I think there's something about the fugitive and the ways in which Black people exist between the raindrops and stay dry. And there these ways that we come up with to kind of care for each other. And I'm questioning, thinking about what types of new forms of care and community are going to be needed in order for us to be able to sustain ourselves through the times that we got coming. And how do we look backwards, you know, at the ways that we've been doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been sustaining ourselves through whatever they threw at us. And so I guess it's just like trying to really archive that knowledge system, and express that knowledge system in an alternative way. I think also the process of performing with my mom, my sister, and creating that ritual space for us to build new language and release an energy. It's something like collectively, there's a collective grieving and there's a collective love and care at the same time that kind of comes into the fold. This cyclical nature to that. I don't know all what that means yet in terms of that cyclical nature, but I'm exploring it and thinking about it. We can, so there's loops here. Mm-hmm. So we can have like some type of nail or something that we put on the wall. And I also want to shape it. I don't want it to just be like taut from like top to bottom. So like figuring out a way to like push and pull to kind of like accentuate the fold. Some kind of pull, like there might be a way to like literally like attach like a piece of bread or something to one side and pull it over to the side.
One of the final pieces in your installation is the Imperial Boomerang. Can you enlighten us about the title and share with us about how the textiles are identical, but the stitching is different on each one, and why it resembles the American flag?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Amy Césaire coined the term Imperial Boomerang. It's really about the technologies that are developed in the colonial spaces coming back to inflict violence on the imperial center. The flags are salvaged American flags, and instead of stars, they're boomerangs. And I am questioning that. I'm questioning citizenship. I'm questioning place. What does that mean for our relationship to this space, to this country? I'm questioning what it means for the technologies and tools of violence that are inflicted on colonial states to be focused on the imperial center.
Thank you, Adrian, again for joining us today. Is there any takeaways that you would love our viewers to know?
It's been an honor to be in the space. If there's something that I wanted people to take away, I guess it would be that there is a technology, there is a knowledge system built into our experiences and the way that we've survived in this land. And that technology is still with us. It's in our communities, it's in our elders, it's in the way that we live and thrive every day. It's in the fugitive. It's in the ways, small and big, that we refuse. And in the words of Funkadelic, with the rhythm it takes to dance through what we have to live through, you can dance underwater and not get wet.